Are you a toaster?
A what?
A toaster. Because one bath with you would take me. In this video, I'm going to give you 5 actual lines that you can use to start a conversation with a girl. Because how many times in your life have you seen an attractive woman walking by? Maybe it's at the store, on the street, at a bar, on your college campus. You see this girl, you're intrigued. You want to meet her. But what the fuck are you supposed to say? I remember one time I saw a girl eating lunch on my college campus, and I wanted to talk to her, but I didn't know what to say. So I looked up on Google pickup lines. I looked up pickup lines. I saw this list of like 100 different lines, and I started reading through them. And thinking, which one of these will actually work? And I spent about 30 minutes thinking about the different lines I might be able to use on her, trying to build up the courage to approach her. And guess what? She ended up walking away while I was looking at my phone, and I never saw her again. That's a problem I don't want you to have. I didn't know if these lines were legit or if they were bullshit. And I'm going to share with you 5 types of openers that are proven to work. I have used these types of lines. I've used each of the 5 examples you're about to get hundreds of times. I have literally gone on hundreds of dates with women who I met using these different types of openers. So these aren't hypothetical, they're not theoretical, they are proven to work not just by me, but my friends and my coaching clients. These actually work. This isn't a BuzzFeed article by some guy who's never approached a girl and is just looking like, what is the best SEO clickbait way to get people? It's not that. This is real stuff that genuinely works. So with that said, let's get into the actual lines. The first and smoothest way to approach a girl is with a situational opener. So you guys didn't want to go on a date with SpongeBob? I mean, come on, he's pretty cute. Seems kind of flaming homosexual, but you know, you can be open-minded. And I'll give you an example from a couple days ago. I saw a girl who was dancing to this Irish music that was playing outdoors. There was some Irish music playing and she was doing this spirited Irish dance. It was pretty dorky, but it was also really charming because she just didn't give a fuck. She was being very carefree. And I liked that. So I went up to her and said, I really like your dance moves. They bring the Irish spirit out in me. And she said, oh, you're Irish. And she actually, the accent I think is horrible, but she thought I was genuinely Irish. And she laughed, loved that opener because it's situational, it's organic. I observe something and I'm commenting on that. I just want to say I saw your Irish dance moves. They're very nice. Thank you. You brought in the spirit of the leprechaun. Fully brought in. No, that was an obviously fake accent. That is the best type of opener because it's so smooth. It's so effortless and it feels spontaneous. It doesn't feel planned because you can't plan something that is reacting to what's happening right then. But what's the problem with this opener? You can't rely on it. If I could always come up with something on the top of my head based on the situation, I would, but I can't. No one can. Sometimes there's just nothing interesting to comment on. So if you can think of a situational opener like that, that is the smoothest way to approach a girl, but you're not always going to be able to do it. Realistically, you need to have something in your back pocket that you can say when you can't think of something on the spur of the moment. And that's where these next type of lines come in because yeah, it's cool if you can think of something, but what if you can't? You need to have a backup plan. So, what's the second type of opener? Direct openers. A direct opener is telling a girl, hey, I think you're attractive. Hey, you're cute. Hey, I just want to say you look really nice. Just want to say I think you are absolutely beautiful. I'm sure you get that all the time. And I was wondering if I could get your Instagram. You kind of look like a young Cersei Lannister, but less evil.
Less evil, thank you.
Yeah.
More evil, but...
Maybe we can get a drink between now and then?
Yeah, why not?
All right, I'll hit you up quick. Something along those lines. There's a million different ways to say it, but you're just straight up telling her you find her attractive. You're putting your intentions out there with no hesitation.
Hi. Oh, sorry to interrupt. I just thought you were really cute.
Oh, thank you.
And I want to say hi.
Hi.
Hi, Avery. I just thought you were really cute.
Oh,
I had to
thank
say
you.
hi.
Hi.
Now, there's pros and cons to this type of opener. The pro is it shows a lot of confidence. Secondly, it's also going to quickly help you find out if she's unavailable. If she has a boyfriend, she's going to tell you right away she has a boyfriend. You're not going to have a 45-minute conversation with her and then she says, oh, by the way, I have a boyfriend. If you're telling her she's cute and she has a boyfriend, she's being basically prompted to bring that up right away. So that's very useful in terms of saving time. And then the third benefit to direct openers is it helps you build confidence. When you do a direct opener, a lot of guys, to be honest, we think that if we were to tell a girl she's cute, she's attractive, we're gonna get shamed. That she's gonna laugh at us. This guy, he just went up to me and said he's cute. What a loser. That's what, on an unconscious level, that's what society teaches us would happen. But in reality, you do this, you show this positive intention, you show this girl that you find her attractive, the majority of the time, they're gonna appreciate it. They might not like you, they might not go on a date with you, but at the very least, the response is usually going to be positive, and that can really change your mindset. It can kind of just it can recalibrate the way that you think about what women respond to. Because I know the first year that I started approaching women, I was never direct. I always came up with some indirect way to talk to girls because I didn't want to get rejected for showing my true intentions. I thought they would shame me. I thought they would laugh at me. But as soon as I started doing these direct approaches, I realized, wait, women like being hit on? Women sometimes like men being openly interested in them? That completely changed everything for me. And if you're someone who has ever gotten stuck in the friend zone, you're someone who ends up hesitating with girls that you like and you don't make the move, you don't make your intentions clear, going direct, doing direct approaches is a great way to break out of that rut and get to a point where, yes, some girls are still gonna reject you. But by doing this, a lot of girls are gonna appreciate your directness and you're going to start getting dates. You're going to start getting an actual, you're sort of going to start getting tangible results instead of constantly getting rejected because you're never showing your intentions in the first place. So that's the use of direct openers. There are disadvantages to direct openers as well. The biggest one is, let's say you're in a club or bar environment. Well, women are getting hit on all the time. And if you go direct, they're assuming you're another loser that's hitting on them. That's the default. Like if your delivery is really confident, you show really strong intent, your nonverbal communication is very charismatic, that will help a lot and you'll be able to pull off direct opens better. But in general, they're still gonna categorize you as another one of these loser guys that's hitting on me because most of the girls hitting on her are drunk slob losers, and she's gonna assume you're one of those, especially in a bar or club environment. And if you go with something less direct, you can basically get out of the banner blindness. You know those ads that you see, those banner ads on websites? They're so common. We've been seeing them for so many years. We know what they are that we don't even pay attention to them. We just ignore them. We have blindness to them. A direct approach in a bar or club can cause women to have this banner blindness. They see you as another one of those loser guys that they're constantly getting hit on, whereas this next type of opener is a way to get out of that. And then the second disadvantage to direct opens is the social situation. If she's with female friends who she wants to look cool in front of, she wants to keep her status with the group, and she flirts openly with you, depending on the type of relationship she has and depending on the type of, some girls are like, yeah, let's go pull guys together. Let's go hit on guys. Let's make out with guys. But there's other girls that judge each other for that are gonna, say, ugh, why were you so easy? Why are you such a slut? If it's that type of dynamic and you approach a girl in a group directly, her friends may judge her. And so she's gonna be dismissive of you in order to not get judged by her friends. That's the other problem with direct openers. That said, they are very effective, especially if you haven't approached a lot of women. This is often the best way to start because some girls are going to respond super positively. They're instantly going to be attracted, and you're going to show yourself that, hey, I can approach girls and I can get dates and I can get positive reactions. Whereas if you go indirect at first, you might constantly get these interactions that go nowhere because you're not showing intent. You're not asserting yourself in the same way. The next type of opener is indirect openers, and specifically opinion openers. There's a lot of different ways to approach a girl indirectly. You could just ask for directions, but that doesn't really accomplish anything. The best type is opinion openers. One that I use sometimes is, do I look like a drug dealer? Now, here's the negative to opinion openers. They're scripted. You're doing something that's acting, and it can come across as disingenuous unless you practice it a lot. However, what does it accomplish? Let's say the opener, do I look like a drug dealer? It gets you out of that banner blindness. You can be in a group, you can approach a girl who's surrounded by men, and you can say that, and you're much more likely to get away with it, to get locked into that conversation, to get accepted by the group than if you go up to her and say, hey, you're cute. Because then those male friends, they're probably not going to approve of what you're doing. But if you're asking the group an opinion, they're much more likely to accept you. And it's a very nonchalant way to get a conversation started. It's lower pressure, and it's easy to transition that into a organic feeling conversation if you can associate off the opener. Opinion openers, most of them are pretty cheesy, to be completely honest. Like most of them that you can find online are pretty corny to the point that they're not very effective, but I do like the do I look like a drug dealer one. There are some opinion openers that you can use that are effective, but a lot of them are cheesy, so you have to be careful of that. However, opinion openers are especially useful for getting into a group. Getting into a group, if there's a group with guys and girls, the easiest way to get into that social situation without getting like instantly rejected is an opinion opener. Now, the fourth type of open is semi-direct. A direct opener is telling a girl you find her attractive. An indirect opener is you're not telling her anything about being interested in her or attracted to her. A semi-direct opener is where you're complimenting her, but not directly on her appearance. So, hey, I like your style.
Hello. What's your background? You win best dress of the night.
Thank you.
I mean, I just got here, but still, it's something.
Thank you, Dan.
Or I like your hair, or something, making some comment about her outfit, about the way she carries herself, about her appearance, but not say like you have striking eyes, for example. Saying that she looks like a particular celebrity or she looks like she's from a particular part of the world. Those are all semi-direct openers because they're showing that you're interested in meeting her, but you're not directly saying you find her attractive.
I just wanted to say I liked your style.
Oh, thank you.
I just wanted to see if you're as cool as you look.
Huh?
Just wanted to see if you're as cool as you look.
Yeah, I actually thought you might.
It's lower risk, but lower instant reward than going direct. You're not saying you're hitting on her, so if she has a boyfriend, she might still not mention it, right? You're not directly stating your intentions, so she might not mention the fact that she has a boyfriend, but it does show some intent. It's a nice middle ground between just directly hitting on a girl to the point that a lot of girls are gonna be like, I have a boyfriend, I'm not interested. And going in too soft to the point that they're like, is this even like, what's the point of this? What's this guy doing? Like you're showing some intent. And look, is it better than direct? Is it worse than direct? The answer isn't obvious, and people who've done a lot of approaches, of the different types of approaches, know that there isn't one best way to go about this. There's pros and cons to the different types of approaches. There isn't one that works and one that doesn't work. There's different situations. It depends on your personality, it depends on the environment, and it depends on the type of girl. Some girls really like being directly hit on. They like that type of interaction. Some like it to be a little bit more subtle, there to be a little bit more mystery about what's happening. So there's a lot of factors that go into it, and I recommend trying the different types and seeing which one is actually working best for you, as opposed to just making assumptions or reading what someone said and assuming that they must be right. It's not that simple. Now, the fifth type of opener is cheesy pickup lines. This one is, Of all the different ones, this is the one that's probably going to be the most controversial because cheesy pickup lines, well, cheesy's in the word. How would that ever work? In the last couple months, I've been doing like pickup prank videos where I do cheesy pickup lines, and I've gone on multiple dates with women with those types of lines.
Are you a toaster?
A what?
A toaster. Because one bath with you would take me straight to heaven.
One what? One
Bath with you would take me straight to heaven.
is toaster gonna give it an advice.
Because you get electrocuted.
Oh! That was a good one. I didn't hear that before.
Cheesy as hell. Yes, but why can it be good? What are the positive sides of it? It shows that you don't take yourself too seriously, and it's fun. Now, especially if you're the kind of guy who comes across as serious, who has the male version of resting bitch face, this is a way to basically destroy your own ego. This is a way to get out of your own ego and to just be playful, to interact with women for the sake of having fun as opposed to having to try to look cool or take it too seriously. It helps you let go of your ego, and that is a great thing. So, if you're that kind of guy, I recommend occasionally using cheesy pickup lines. Just look up cheesy pickup lines on Google, use some of those lines with women, and yeah, you're gonna get some girls like, oh, that's so fucking cheesy, that's terrible. It helps you break out of your ego. It helps yourself have fun, and you'll be surprised, some girls actually respond very well to those types of openers. So that's when I would recommend using that. And a lot of guys who watch pickup videos, frankly, are the type that take themselves too seriously and need to learn how to let loose and just be more carefree. So I would recommend trying cheesy pickup lines and seeing what happens, seeing if it sparks something in you where you start having fun going out and meeting women, because if it's not fun, the women are not gonna like you. If you're not having fun, what's the point? If it's not fun, it's business. It's like signing a contract. It's like math. If dating you is like math, it's not gonna happen. They're not gonna date you. They're gonna find the guy that is fun to be around. And cheesy pickup lines is like, it's like a crutch that you can use to get yourself into that mindset. So those are 5 types of openers that actually work, that I have used myself many times and gotten dates from. I've seen other guys do the same. This isn't, that watered down advice that I see in so many places where guys who have never approached women are with hundreds of thousands of subscribers. They've never approached women, but they're giving advice about the best openers that they've never used, which is just, it's really sad to me. This is not that. It's not mainstream friendly. It's not gonna reach as many people, but the people it does reach, it's actually going to help. And if you wanna see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell button. And if you like the little infield clips that you saw during the video and you want to see me see more footage of myself approaching women, then make sure to check out my mastermind group, The Inner Circle. This mastermind group has hours of footage of myself approaching women, breaking that footage down, explaining why I do what I do, why women react the way why they're laughing, why they're having fun, why they're going on dates with me, how I'm eliciting that response. And I also do the same with my coaching clients. So there's short guys, there's bald guys, there's guys who have whatever you think is holding you back. There are guys who meet that description, and you're gonna be able to see footage of them as well, and me explaining what they're doing well, what they could be doing better, so that this is applicable to anyone.